What's good, sports fans? Are you ready to elevate your live entertainment experience? Well, let me introduce you to SeatGeek, an amazing platform that connects you to your favorite events while saving you money. With SeatGeek, you can easily find tickets for sports games, concerts, and so much more, all in one place. The interface is user-friendly, making it simple to browse and compare prices. And one of the best features is the interactive seating chart. You can see exactly where you'll be sitting and how much you'll be spending, ensuring you get the best value for your money. But here's the best part. Check this out. By using my promo code, ChalkItUpSports, you can enjoy a one-time $20 discount on your first SeatGeek order. That's right, $20 off your first SeatGeek order. Imagine catching that thrilling game or concert without breaking the bank. It's a win-win situation. Plus, you'll be a part of a community of fans who eat, sleep, and breathe live events just as much as you do. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description to download the SeatGeek app today. And don't forget to use my promo code ChalkItUpSports for a one-time $20 discount on your first SeatGeek order. Get excited. Now let's get back to the show. Yeah. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the energy. Y'all know what it is. This is the Linc Up. I'm joined by Lord Brunson, soon to be joined by Symone Stanley. I'm your guy, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game, man. LB,
charge it to the game.
What's up, Symone? What's up? How sweet it is. Victory is it's a sweet thing. And not everybody has the opportunity to be able to feel it on a consistent basis, right?
Right.
Some organizations they look in the mirror and they see one thing, and then they get in the presence of others, and we know who they really are.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right. I'm listening. You talking right now. I'm listening.
Everybody can't breathe the same air you breathe. Everybody's not capable of overcoming a setback. This is real life we're talking about. Setbacks happen. But what's important is, how do you recover? How do you put the pieces back together? You know, let me cook, LB. Let me say this real quick.
Listen. I'm in the back I'm the sous chef right now. I'm getting the vegetables ready. I'm in the back.
I saw this post today by La Russell. If you listen to music, if you know hip hop, La Russell's that dude. He said something today. He said a lot of us get life misconstrued, and we miss out on a lot of opportunity because of this. We look at situations, and when things are happening around us, we think things are falling apart. But little do we realize, things are actually falling in place.
Right.
So stop trying to control everything. Stop trying to catch everything. Let it fall in place. You got to practice discernment. You got to be able to know the difference. You got to know the real from the fake. And this game we saw on Sunday, Eagles Saints, the Superdome. Man, we flocked to the games. The vibes was immaculate, LB. Tough game.
Tough environment. I think it's a game that saved the coach's job. I think that this is one of the most important wins of Jalen Hurts' career, a career year for Dallas Goedert, a career game for Dallas Goedert. I'm sorry. No tight end in Philadelphia Eagles history has had more receiving yards in the game than Dallas Goedert. A career-defining game-winning drive by Jalen Hurts to be without a A.J. Brown, a Devontae Smith, a Mekhi Becton, a Lane Johnson. You know what I'm saying? A reminder of how good Kellen Moore could be, because you got that other fan base over there who on a 2-game losing streak. They want to tell you that, Kellen Moore this, Kellen Moore that. You seen discipline. You seen dedication. You seen determination. You saw a vital mistake by the New York Giants. We are reminded of the mistake that they made weekly. Saquon Barkley lead the league in rushing. Zach Bond top 3 in tackles. What are we really talking about here? We already know the type of leader we got. When the chips look down, when it looks spooky, we know what we got. Listen, Jalen Hurts is a bona fide winner. When I saw that we had 2 minutes left, all 3 timeouts after the Saints scored, I felt good. I didn't know what the outcome was going to be because you don't got Smitty or AJ, but I know when you got Jalen Hurts, you got a chance. We saw guys not giving up. You know what I mean? We saw guys keeping their foot to the metal. But man, if it's a game ball that got to get given out, you might got to break this game ball down into 11 pieces and give it to that defense. They showed up. The transition was like the offense was so special at times, including Jalen Hurts. 70%, over 70% completion percentage, 300 yards passing. You know what I mean? Your tight end had a $170. Smitty was almost up to 90 yards. Would have had more had he not gotten hurt. Mm-hmm. Saquon had a bean on the ground. You know what I mean? If you take away being 40, you know what I'm saying? If you take away one errant throw to where arguably if Smitty run a better route, it's probably incomplete. But you know, I think I would put that on Jalen after looking over it and tussling with it. I would put that decision on Jalen. That counts on Jalen. But if you take away that one bad decision, you talking about a guy who has been consistently for Jalen Hurts top 5 in passing through 3 weeks as far as yardage go. This game definitely put a spike in his completion percentage. But if you take back a couple of throws, we're talking about this guy being severely locked in. Mm-hmm. We're talking about this guy being that guy, which we all know that he is. But the defense, man, they surprised me, Tone. They surprised me, man. Jalen Carter, I want to say that this was somewhat of a coming out party for Jalen Carter. He was unblockable. I don't think he'll ever see a single guy again. They're going to watch this tape and say that this guy can't be blocked one-on-one. But the decisions by Vic Fangio to put Zach Bond on the edge and create more pressure that way with that bare front, remarkable. This is what happens when you got seasoned coordinators out there. They adjust and find a way. Even if it's taking snaps back from a Bryce Huff, who was the big money acquisition on that side of the ball this year, outside of CJ. Even if it's taking snaps away. And let's talk about CJ Gardner-Johnson for a minute. Mm-hmm. You know how many guys who already got their bag would have sat out and said, I'm hurt? CJ said, I'm going back to the team that drafted me, and I'm going to make them remember something. And he started talking spicy after the game. This team ready now. Now they ready. I'm telling you, now we ready for some football. 2-1 without A.J. Brown, ridiculously impressive. Now we ready for some football now. You know what I'm saying? I just got this feeling that A.J. is coming back this week. I don't want to be long-winded, so I just got this feeling.
No, you're fine, please.
I just got this feeling that AJ is coming back this week. You know, when Smitty got hurt, you see AJ walking back to the tunnel with him. I got this feeling that AJ coming back this week. I got this feeling. You know what I mean? I don't know if we're going to try to push it one more week without the bye, but if AJ could go, it would behoove us to get AJ spun up because, you know what I mean, we want to win this game because Smitty ain't playing, I don't think. I don't think we're going to see Smitty until after the bye, and rightfully so. I hope that we get AJ for this game, you know what I mean, because I want some revenge against the Buccaneers, and I'm just I'm proud of this team on the defensive side of the ball and things like that. My guy Craig, what's going on, Craig? But to be 100% honest, Nick Sirianni is the weakest link for the offense right now. His decision making is extremely weak. This game isn't nearly as difficult if Nick Sirianni takes 3 points twice. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we survived Nick. You know what I mean? We survived a game on the road. And this just builds character, man. I'm proud of this team.
LB, I agree with everything you said, man. I don't see no flaws in your game right now. And staying on the defensive side, I got to give credit to Vic Fangio. Got to give credit to Clint Hurt, Christian Parker, the DB coach, Rory Anderson, the corners coach, Joe Casper, the safeties coach, Bobby King, the interior linebackers coach, Jeremiah Rosburn, coaches the edge and the off-ball linebackers. I got to give that coaching crew so much credit, brother.
Right.
Because after that Atlanta Falcons game, the way things ended, the way they got ran on 2 weeks in a row, no pass rush, no run defense. You can't bring that home to mama and say you did your best. You can't. So I'm so proud that the coaches not only put their foot on the gas with these players, but the players also responded. That's the part for me. Mm-hmm. The players responded to the criticism. They responded to the hate. They responded to the coaches. They responded to the city. They knew damn well in that Falcons game, they gave it away. They knew deep in their core that they should have never allowed the Atlanta Falcons to be in that matchup. Not one bit. But regardless, we got our girl Symone here.
What's up? Victory Monday.
Off that win.
Better late than never. Better late than never, right?
Better late than never, but never
for
late
sure.
Better.
Exactly. But I was saying, Symone, as you was coming in, I gotta give credit to these coaches on defense. You know, the players responded to the coaches put their foot on the gas. They rose to the occasion in a way that I didn't anticipate, if I'm being completely honest. I knew this defense would probably come in better, but to shut the hottest offense, again, only 2 weeks, but the hottest offense through the first 2 weeks of the season, to shut them down, to not only a mediocre game, we forced them to play their worst game, their absolute worst game. Quarterback, non-factor. Running back, non-factor. Receivers, non-factor. Neutralize their most explosive players. Rashid Shaheed, Alvin Kamara. Symone, I got to get your take, got to get your perspective on this game. Tell me what you saw. Tell me what you felt. Give me all the vibes.
I know you were scared at first. I know it.
First of all,
did she tell you about the Atlanta flight? First of all, hold on real quick. Did you tell me about the ATL flight or the Philly flight to Atlanta?
The Atlanta flight. I can't even revisit that right now.
All right, let's do it later.
And speaking of Atlanta, let me just say this real quick. We was really their Super Bowl. I was at my job yesterday. I had left the Eagles bar, went to my job. Mind you, I work. It's like a tournaments. So it'll be like 100 people in the gym. We got 12 basketball courts. So like it packed in the gym. I ain't never seen nobody in that gym in the last 3 years with a Falcons jersey on. I don't see no Falcons ever. I've never seen a Falcon jersey at Target, when I'm at Walmart, when I'm at the grocery store. It don't be no Falcons fans roaming this city. All of a sudden, I got my jersey on because I left the game. This dude who's supposed to be coaching, mind you, he's supposed to be coaching, is going to turn around mid-play. You know, players is playing. Oh, you got the wrong bird on. You got the wrong bird on. I said, excuse me, what are you talking about? I went back and forth with him a little bit. You know, we the big birds, yada, yada. He going on. I said, why y'all acting like our game was y'all Super Bowl? Y'all got a game in 2 hours. Mind you, it was 6 p.m. I was like, don't y'all got a game tonight? Why are you worried about a win from last week? Do you see us going on and on about beating the Packers? Do you see us going on and on about anybody else we beat in the past? That was really their Super Bowl.
It was. Because you know, people got to put respect on our name, man. We a big matchup. You want to take us down? Everybody been hyping the roster and stuff, but you know, seeing them play last night, Symone, I ain't gonna lie, I was mad. I said we should never let them bums escape the city with a dub, but I'm gonna let it go because we evened it up when we took care of the Saints, who the Cowboys lost to. Because I think the Falcons ain't done with beating other people in this division.
Yeah, no. See, the Falcons, they was promised. The Chiefs is going Chief. And come on now.
Right.
That was a bad call. There was no way they was beating. Like, just look. They could have easily started 0-3. The Falcons I'm not mad at the Falcons loss. I'm mad at how we lost. But the Falcons were a tough, real opponent. That defense is serious. Yeah. So just looking at the schedule, the Falcons isn't a bad loss. It's just the fact that we were in the position to win in the way that we lost. But this game against
we almost lost this game the same way. I don't want to cut you. We're gonna talk about it.
Same way. Obviously, I went through a wave of emotions. Obviously, when we were getting the defense play drive one, I felt the defense. I was feeling the defense. So I was just praying, like, man, I hope this isn't just 2 or 3 drives that the defense is playing like this. Hopefully, the defense can play all game. Once Jalen threw that interception, pissed, but I was still in it. I'm like, at this point, we know Jalen gonna have an interception, so check. That's done. He gonna have one. Fumble, pissed, but at the same time, I'm like, we know Jalen gonna fumble. Check.
he got to tighten up, man, because I don't want this to be the new norm for my guy.
Fumble and we know Jalen got a fumble and a pick in him. So I was upset, but I wasn't pissed because I was like, dang, offense is moving and grooving. I'm like, AJ Brown out, and we still moving down the field, and defense getting stops. I was like, Jalen got his pick out the way. He got his fumble out the way. We gonna be good. I exploded when we left those points on the board. The first time we left the points on the board, I exploded. I said, there's no way the defense is keeping us in this game. There's no way the offense is still moving down this field with all the injuries, Lane getting hurt, Mekhi getting hurt, A.J. Brown being out. No way the offense is still moving. No way Will Shipley is stepping up like this. I mean, not Will Shipley. No way Britton Covey is stepping up like this. No way who got that first? Was it Johnny?
Johnny Wilson. Johnny Wilson had a good one. Yeah.
No way these boys is stepping up, and Nick Sirianni is going to not take them points. I exploded. Head popped off my neck. I'm not even playing. Second time Nick did that, boogie. Ooh.
But that's the problem.
Second time Nick did that, I'm telling y'all, I was furious. I can't even explain to y'all how furious I was. I'm at the Eagles bar having a full meltdown. I'm saying sunk down in my chair, yelling, fussing, cussing, just a full meltdown in public, okay? Dylan talking about something. Should I record this? I said, get the camera out of my face. This ain't for the public. I was ready to come through that screen. Then I changed up because I was like,
no, they changed up.
No. Even because there was like, hold on now. The defense, this is before the touchdowns. I was like, okay, all we got to do is get rid of Nick. All we got to do is this. If the defense keeps this up, if we fire Nick and get A.J. Brown back, we a problem. So even before the touchdowns, I started calming myself back down. Like, you know what? We know who the problem is. We just got to fire Nick, get A.J. back, and the defense got to keep this up. So then I was positive. Obviously, we got them touchdowns, y'all, with the with Saquon.
That was a gut.
He did that. I want to say
he did that. Right.
I want to say he did that for Smitty.
It was like my body exploded. I was in another. I don't even know how to explain it. Absolutely no drugs. Don't be coming here and say I was off that Zod because there's somebody in the chat. There was no drugs, no liquor, nothing involved. But I had a euphoric experience with Saquon. It was like I was floating. It was crazy.
You're not the only one, though. You're not the only one. I'm home on the couch and like, because again, like you, I went through all the emotions. I'm like, what's going on? The turnovers. Come on, Nick. Then I got to this real flat state where I was just like, you know what? Just win the game. I don't care what happens. Just win it. I don't care how you do it. Just win the game. Then all of a sudden, Saquon then Smitty gets hurt. And I'm like, all right, I guess this is not the one. Then I saw him block the punt too. Remember that?
Oh, the block.
I'm my God, I forgot about that.
I'm like, you know what?
No, but then did they score on that drive? I feel like the defense,
we got a fourth down stop on that drive.
Yes, we got the fourth down stop on that drive.
4th and 2,
Zach
4th
Bond,
and 1, and they stopped him.
Zach Bond on that play, he blew up the block by Fryer
by tight end.
Yeah, Foster Moreau.
Yeah, it was Monroe. Yeah,
Moreau tried to block him. He blew that up and still managed to tackle Alvin Kamara.
Bro, his head wasn't even up. It's like he knew where he was at. After he blew up the block, his head was still down. He just bear hugged.
It's instinct.
Yeah, just.
But again, like I went through all the.
He might be the best linebacker in the division right now.
Playing the best for sure.
Yeah.
And then I got to this flat state. I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe we're not meant to win this game or whatever. The next thing you know, Saquon just popped after Smitty got hurt. The way he popped, I'm like, oh, we winning this shit. But then they scored. When Chris Olave scored, I was like, okay.
So was it 10-7 at that? No, what was it? It was 10-7 at that point then. It
was 12-7. Because we took we took the lead 7-6, remember?
Oh, okay.
And then they scored a touchdown, tried to go for 2. They failed.
They missed it.
Right.
Defense came up big right there. So at that point now it's 7-12.
Right.
And I'm like,
somehow I just
here we go
knew
again.
He was going when it was 7 after we scored that first touchdown. I just knew we was winning that game. I was like 2 minutes to go.
Not me. I felt good, but I had not me. I had my doubts after they scored. I'll be honest. I had my doubts.
For some reason, I just knew it. I was like, once Saquon scored that first time, even though we gave up that touchdown, for some reason, I just knew he was going to win that game. I'm like, we got 2 minutes. We got 2 timeouts. God don't hate me. I said, God don't hate me. There ain't no way I'm losing in the last 2 minutes back-to-back weeks. Okay, I've been good. You know what I'm saying? I just knew we was going to win that game when we had 2 minutes left. For some reason, I just knew it. And I knew Saquon Barkley was in that mode. I just knew Saquon was in that mode. Like, Dallas.
170, 10 catches.
Dallas, bro, that catch, bro.
The one-handed joint? Crazy. Dallas Goedert was in the zone yesterday. And I tried telling people that I personally believe Dallas Goedert is an X-factor player on this offense because when he's on, the Philadelphia Eagles are literally damn near impossible to defend on defense. I mean, Dallas Goedert creates the most mismatches for you probably on the offense outside of Saquon Barkley and A.J. Brown. Dallas Goedert is too fast for linebackers. He's too big for safeties and slot corners. I look at this guy and I say to myself, why can't he have games, maybe not 170 games, but why can't he have games where he averages a minimum of 80 yards a game, right? On like 6-7 catches, depending on however the game goes, right? Why isn't he a perennial guy for having 6 to 9 touchdowns a season? His physical profile, the athletic gifts he has, you have to put a guy like that, maybe not at the forefront, but he has to be at the front of your mind on offense. So we finally saw what Dallas Goedert has been capable of. 10 catches, 170 yards, averaging 17 yards a catch, blew the game wide open with the 60-yard reception. I mean, that man is a problem. Now, do we get AJ back after this game, right? Will AJ come back in time for the Bucs game? We still don't know that yet, right? The hamstring could be a little tricky. I don't put it past this organization to say, you know what? The way we saw Dallas Goedert look, and we know we got Saquon back there, but this offensive line, if we game plan this right, we could probably make it through the Buccaneers without Smitty and AJ. That's probably a game and again with your defense playing more confident. I don't put it past this team to hold both of those players out this week and get them an extra week of rest, with the bye coming up. What do y'all think about that?
Getting who extra week rest, Smitty or AJ?
Well, AJ, because he's the one that's been injured. Smitty just got hurt, so I guess what I was bringing up.
If AJ could play, he got to play.
Okay,
because Smitty ain't playing. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to go through a whole game without AJ or Smitty. Even though we've seen that Jalen Hurts can definitely put the team on his back. You know what I mean? In that last game winning drive, I think it's whatever's great, whatever's good, got to happen. If he's not ready to go, but if he's ready to go, I would prefer that. I'll say that. We just don't know.
Agree, by the way. Agree. If he's ready to go, I want him out there. But if they deem that one more week and you good, then they probably the bye week is right there. But you want to go into the bye week 3-1. You want to go in 3-1, not 2-2.
Right. That's what it boiled down to. But they might be looking around the rest of the NFL. You know what I mean? They might be looking around the rest of the division. You know what I mean? And then they try to make a decision based off of that, because if by some way the Cowboys lose Thursday, you know what I mean? That give us some time to think about that.
Some way. The little boys,
they really not. But I don't got. It's the Giants. You know what I mean? But
boys.
It's the little boys too. But I think we got to do what's best for us. Now, this is what I think should happen, though. I think you gotta activate Devin White. Because I think we found something with the way our defense was playing. We found that bringing some of these off the ball linebackers off the edge might be our way to having a pass rush. And Devin White is a blitzing linebacker. On some of those packages, and Devin White going against Baker and them, you got to activate Devin White this week.
You got to.
His hair going to be on fire to try to get at that team.
What you're saying is so key, because what I noticed is first half entirely, damn near the whole game, you saw this Eagles team. You said at the Bear front, that 5-man front, right? But this is when they really got freaky with it. They would start the formation in nickel, 4 down linemen.
Right.
They had Zach Bond and Kobe on the field. And then right before the ball is snapped, you'll see Zach Bond creep on the edge next to BG.
Right.
And then that's when they were able to sort of simulate that 5-man front when you initially came out in a nickel formation. You get what I'm saying? So now you have guys that can stop the run still, and you still have speed, and you're not really as compromised in pass defense.
So yeah, I'm thinking of the word for it. It's called something pressure. I don't know if it's like the delayed pressure or irrigated pressure. It's something pressure. You know what I mean? Where you start off with 4 and then you bring that other guy closer to the line of scrimmage. So that's what Vic Fangio been doing for a very long time.
And they defended the run very well in those situations too. I mean, again,
right.
I can't get over the fact, Symone, hold the Alvin Kamara to 3 yards of carry. I didn't see that coming. I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing about Devin White, bro. Did y'all see Devin on the sidelines hype?
Yeah. Not losing composure, not being salty.
You gotta play him this week. You gotta play him against the Bucs. You cannot
play him. Like the fact that he was so hyped up for the team. I think it was like when Zach Bond came off and like he ran up to Zach Bond, was hyping him up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or it might have been Jalen Carter. I don't know, but it was a specific play when defense came off and Devin White was like the first one over there, like hyping him up. Like
it was the fourth down stop. It was the fourth down stop.
Zach Bond, like legitimately hyped up. Like the fact that he still bought into this team and still so invested, even after being a healthy scratch for 3 years in a row. Like, get that man on the field. He deserves to be on the field.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Simulated pressure. My guy Craig got me a simulated pressure.
Yeah, don't be surprised. I'm so glad you brought that up. It'll be playing Devin White in that game, and it actually goes right in line with what we're talking about, right? Because we noticed that they had no problem cutting Bryce Huff snaps down, and they were using BG a lot on that side, and they were using Zach Bond in various situations on that side. Don't be surprised if they say, you know what, in those situations, why not just have Bond already there, and then we put Devin White in Bond's spot? You get what I'm saying? So,
but
go ahead.
Well, you have Devin White Devin White already on the edge, or Bond already on the edge?
Bond already on the edge. Bryce Huff is off the field. So now your down linemen are, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, your down linemen are Josh Sweat, Jalen Carter, BG, Jake, Jordan Davis. What's that? 4 guys right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Zach Bond on the other side. Because they use BG. They use BG in that interior a lot.
Right.
So again, that's a hypothetical situation. And then you got N'Kobe and Devin White playing next to each other. And then,
but knowing,
go ahead.
I see what you're saying. Knowing what I know of Vic Fangio, he prefers that. He prefers that. I'm telling you, Vic Fangio does not want to see Bryce Huff on the field. Knowing what I know of Vic Fangio. You know what I mean? And Vic Fangio would prefer to have Zach Bond playing off that edge, but I think the simulated pressure thing works. Howie is not going to go for any scenario where you benching a guy he just played all that money to. You know what I'm saying? Howie going to throw him out there. So I think Howie is overruling Fangio on that one for sure. But from what I know of Vic Fangio so far, that the best player going to be on the field.
Fangio so even if he gonna play the game, right? He gonna play the game with Howie.
Right.
See Bryce Huff with his measly 18, 20 snaps.
Mm-hmm.
But on them downs where it's like first, second down, you're gonna see maybe Devin White in this game. You're gonna see Bond and Kobe making plays. You're gonna see that. But on third downs, that's how you're gonna sneak him in. You can justify having Bryce Huff on the field third and long. You can justify it.
I like the simulated pressure thing though, because you don't really know what you're gonna get out of Zach Bond, because he could drop back in coverage too. You know what I mean? You really don't know what you're going to get out of Zach Bond. Yeah, Bryce Huff really not a threat to drop back in coverage, even though he can.
So maybe swap those guys then. Swap Devin White and Zach Bond and keep Zach Bond floating next to N'Kobe and put Devin White closer to the line. Devin White is a pretty big dude, not tall, but a big body. So again, I'm just trying to think of ways.
You got the pieces. You got the pieces, and Devin White definitely has a spot on this team. He definitely has. He's needed.
That's all I'm trying to do.
He's needed. Yeah. He's needed.
What's good, sports fans? Are you ready to elevate your live entertainment experience? Well, let me introduce you to SeatGeek, an amazing platform that connects you to your favorite events while saving you money. With SeatGeek, you can easily find tickets for sports games, concerts, and so much more, all in one place. The interface is user-friendly, making it simple to browse and compare prices. And one of the best features is the interactive seating chart. You can see exactly where you'll be sitting and how much you'll be spending, ensuring you get the best value for your money. But here's the best part. Check this out. By using my promo code, ChalkItUpSports, you can enjoy a one-time $20 discount on your first SeatGeek order. That's right, $20 off your first SeatGeek order. Imagine catching that thrilling game or concert without breaking the bank. It's a win-win situation. Plus, you'll be a part of a community of fans who eat, sleep, and breathe live events just as much as you do. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description to download the SeatGeek app today. And don't forget to use my promo code ChalkItUpSports for a one-time $20 discount on your first SeatGeek order. Get excited. Now let's get back to the show.